Good morning. Good morning from the Bullitt County Historical Society and also from the Hideway, our home right here in historic Savannah Avenue. Today's Tidbit is brought to you by a grant from Georgia Humanities. BCHS is so proud to have an excellent partnership with this very fine organization in our state. It does so much for the humanities all over our state. Ebenezer was established in 1734 as a military defense for Savannah and was home to Georgia's first religious refugees. The colonists immigrated from Salzburg, which is now Austria. They brought with them their Protestant faith as Lutherans. They had been expelled by the Catholic Archbishop, who in 1731 issued an expulsion demanding the Salzburg Protestants to recant their faith. They called upon King George II of Great Britain for help. The Lutheran king offered them refuge in his Georgia colony in the new land. Ebenezer means stone of help in Hebrew. Their pastor, the Reverend Johann Martin Boltius, sought to build a religious utopia on the Georgia frontier. He believed they should avoid the system of slavery and plantation-type agriculture. In 1734, 300 Salzburgers sailed from England to Georgia. They first arrived in Charleston and then proceeded on to Savannah. General James Oglethorpe, founder of the Georgia colony, met them and assigned them a piece of swampy land that became known as Ebenezer. 30 settlers died from dysentery immediately, and many newborn children died within this first month. The settlement was too far inland with little access to waterways, rendering the land infertile. In 1736, Pastor Boltius secured a new settlement after much negotiation with Oglethorpe. It is located in Effingham County on a ridge overlooking the Savannah River. This new settlement is referred to as New Ebenezer. The Salzburgers established farms, a water-driven grist mill, lumber mills, and had a prosperous silk farm. They established the first Sunday school in Georgia in 1734 and the first orphanage in 1737. In 1769, they built a red brick church known as Jerusalem Church. It's one of my favorite churches in the whole world. It is today the oldest continuing Lutheran congregation in America to worship in its original building. This is also the earliest church building in Georgia. The Salzburgers provided the trustees of Georgia with some of their strongest and most enduring support. Now remember, the trustees were British. They were influential in shaping the original laws and the character of the colony. Because most of the town's residents did not speak English and local civil authority was controlled by religious leaders, Ebenezer was also more isolated than any other community in Georgia. By the mid-1700s, the community expanded and new settlements began to form. The community grew to over 1,200 people. The trustees of Georgia lifted the ban on slavery in 1750, and the leadership in Ebenezer finally admitted that their economy, based on small farms, trade and industry, could not compete with plantation agriculture and enslaved labor. Oh my. When Georgia became a royal colony, the Salzburgers lost one of their most powerful allies. After the death of Pastor Boltius in 1765, the Salzburgers' identity and traditions began to fade. Ebenezer saw much action in the American Revolution, and the fighting left the town in ruins. It never fully recovered. The county seat moved to Springfield in 1799. New Ebenezer is a beautiful place located on the Savannah River with the heart of the Lutheran religion right there in the Jerusalem church, and the cemetery is just outstanding. I'd love to take a road trip. Want to join me? Thanks for sharing your time. Bye.